The Eagle Iron Gear reducer arrived at our shop wrapped in plastic. It had been previously disassembled and the input shaft was removed. Our technicians began their inspection process to evaluate the condition of the components. The gear set was in good condition and would be reused after some polishing. The two output shafts were badly worn and would be remanufactured. All bearings and seals would be replaced. All of the gearbox components were cleaned in our parts washer to facilitate a clean working environment. A complete set of new bearings and seals were ordered. Material was ordered, and our machinist started the remanufacturing process of the new output shafts. The gear set was cleaned of any corrosion and polished prior to installation into the gearbox housing. A coat of red insulating varnish was applied to the housing interior, the gear centers, and the cover plates. The output shaft was cleaned up and polished. At this point, our machinist had finished manufacturing the two output shafts. Next, our technician polished the bearing bores. The input shaft was cooled, and the gear and bearings were heated, then installed onto the shaft. The output shafts were cooled, and the gears and bearings were heated, then installed onto the shafts. The bearing races were installed, and then the completed gears and shafts were installed into the housing. Sealant was applied to the housing mating surfaces, and the housing bolted together. The bearing races were installed into the housing, and the cover plates were fitted. Backlash and the gears and preloads on the bearings were checked and set to Eagle Iron specifications. The remaining seals and cover plates were installed onto the housing. The drain and fill plumbing were installed on the housing and sealed. The gearbox was rechecked and then cleaned in preparation for its new paint job.